How to fix bad credit. If you don't have a good credit score and you don't take the time to fix it, you will be charged a higher interest rate anytime you apply for a credit card, loan, mortgage, and so on. If you have really bad credit, you may even be denied loans, credit cards, or something else along those lines. In other words, if you don't have good credit, you will end up paying a lot more throughout your life. Remember that credit repair takes time, and this will not happen overnight. How to fix bad credit. Let's begin by running your credit report. There are plenty of websites that will calculate your credit score for free. The US government allows everyone in the US to get a free credit report from all three national credit bureaus. Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion through annualcreditreport.com will deliver a free report every 12 months. You do not need to pay for this service. Once you have run your credit report, these are things to look for that are keeping your credit score low. Late payments, maxed out amounts, accounts in collections, and foreclosures/bankruptcy. Late payments. The number one cause of bad credit is late payments. A late payment usually stays on your credit report for 7 years. Lenders usually report late payments once they are 30 days late, so if you do not make your payment by this allotted time, it will show up on your credit report and negatively affect your credit report. The solution is to pay off any late payment as soon as possible. If you are having trouble paying these off, you can always reach out to the lender in hopes of negotiating a payment plan towards the removal of your late payment. Maxed out amounts. Looking back at your credit report, check for maxed out amounts. Maxed out credit occurs when you have spent up to the available limit without paying down your balance. The solution is to pay down your debt. This is the fastest way out of this is to pay down your credit cards, resulting in you owing less money. Another solution some may suggest would be to open up another credit card in order to have more credit. Be warned, for some spenders this becomes a slippery slope and can result in worse credit if you are not mindful and aware of the impacts of your actions. Remember that these credit card companies make money off of your mistakes. Accounts in collections. Looking back at your credit report, check to see if you have any accounts in collections. A debt in collections is one of the most serious negative items that can appear on credit reports. This occurs when you have payments that have been so late, usually 120 to 180 days late, that the lender writes it off as a loss, and sells your debt to a third-party collections agency. Credit card debt, mortgages, auto loans, and student loans are a few types of debt that can be passed on to a debt collection agency. Accounts in collections usually stay on your credit report for 7 years. The Fair Debt Collection Practices Act is a federal law that limits what a debt collector can say and do. The law requires a debt collector to send you a written notice within 5 days of contacting you for the first time with the following information: how much money you owe on the debt, the name of the collector, and steps you can take if you don't think the debt is yours. Be aware that there are many scam artists in this arena. If you have been contacted by someone who claims to be from a debt collection agency, be careful. If you're worried that you're dealing with a scammer, ask for a company name and contact number. Then check with your original creditor to see which collector it has assigned the debt to, if any. The solution is to contact the debt collector and negotiate the payoff. While paying or settling your collection accounts may certainly look better to future lenders, there's no guarantee your credit scores will improve as a result. Foreclosures/bankruptcy. Looking back at your credit report, check for foreclosures and bankruptcy. Usually you will know if this is the case. Foreclosures and bankruptcy usually stay on your credit report for 7 to 10 years. The only solution is to look for any errors in the report. If there are no errors, work around this by improving the previous points mentioned. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and subscribe for more tutorials.